Also has another son called, his name is Wyatt Russell. He's a little bit younger. He was born in 1986.
Okay.
So, a little bit younger than the other two. She is, of course, an actress. She's also been a film director, a producer, and she also sings. She started her career in 1967. I don't remember Laugh-In, but I remember my parents talking about Laugh-In, but that was one of her first gigs. I do recall the Sugarland Express, Private Benjamin, Foul Play, Overboard, Bird on a Wire, Death Becomes Her, and most recently, The First Wives Club.
Okay, and Overboard. That movie, for some reason, when I was a kid, when I first saw it, I was like, this is my favorite movie. Like, I could watch it over and over and over, and it was never...
It was so cute.
It was a very cute movie.
And, of course, she's a mother. She's been in a relationship with Kurt Russell since 1983. They haven't married. And then what I found out about her when I was doing some research is that she did found the Hawn Foundation, which provides youth education programs intended to improve academic performance through life-enhancing strategies for well-being. And the Hawn Foundation has supported research studies conducted by external researchers to evaluate the effectiveness of its educational program for children called Mind Up.
Wow.
So I didn't even know that about her.
Good, yeah.
I've liked her my whole life, and I was like, I want her to be my woman crush. But I was like, I need to find something of depth.
Yeah.
Outside of the
there
fact
it
that
is.
she's cute
There
and
I
fun.
am.
So,
there it is.
Yeah. So there we go. That's my woman crush of the week.
Wonderful.
So what's going on in your Hollywood radar?
Do
you have a Hollywood radar? Most of my guests don't.
I don't. I have no Hollywood radar.
Did you watch the SAG Awards?
I have no idea what that is.
That was on last night. I didn't watch it either.
I Googled, like, why does everybody like Taylor Swift before I got here, just so I could... like, I don't know anything about Taylor Swift. Besides, every time her song comes on the radio, I'd change it because it's just so bad.
You and Steve would get along quite nicely.
But she seems like a nice... Anyway, I'm getting it too far ahead. I don't know much
fine.
about...
I'm like a roller coaster with Taylor. Like, I like her and then I don't. And then I like her and then I don't. And a few weeks ago, I spoke about on the podcast that she had revealed that she was never going to show her belly button.
Yeah.
It was going to be like her thing. And then within the last week, she posted a picture to Instagram that showed her belly button.
So how long ago did she say that?
It was probably within the last couple of months. It was for Lucky. It was a Lucky magazine article.
So she has gone this far not showing her belly button.
Right. She's always
like even on the beach.
Right.
Wow.
She's always worn those high-waisted bathing suits,
Okay.
high-waisted pants. Like, she just shows that midriff, but not her belly button.
Okay.
And she broke my heart.
Yeah.
And she showed her belly button.
Interesting.
I was like, oh, that's really cool that she hangs on to that innocence.
Yeah.
Because, all of her relationships that we've seen her go through. She's got an amazing body, but she posted a picture with a group called the band The Haim, Haim. Never heard of them, but they were all in Maui hanging out, and there was a picture
showing
of
their
Taylor
navels.
showing their navel. You know what's funny is you look at Miley Cyrus and then you look at Taylor, and I'm like,
it could be worse.
She showed her belly
It
button.
could be worse.
She broke my heart. But yeah, I think I'm in love with her latest album, 1989, and that's why she's been in the Hollywood happenings for quite a few
Taylor.
podcasts. McDreamy's going to be single again soon. Do you know who McDreamy is?
So, I only know him because of my stepmom. Like, watched the show, and she would talk about him all the time. So, that's my knowledge of McDreamy.
He was the groom in Sweet Home Alabama that Reese Witherspoon was going to marry, but then she left him at the altar for the hillbilly.
Yeah.
No?
I know Grey's Anatomy, right?
Yeah, but Sweet Home Alabama.
I don't think I've seen that.
Oh!
I don't think I have.
That's one of my favorite movies.
Reese Witherspoon, I don't.
It's adorable. But anyway, his wife, Gillian Fink, has filed for divorce. 15 years of marriage, which is an eternity in Hollywood.
Yeah.
Especially since he's been in and out of movies for quite some time.
And his nickname is McDreamy.
From Grey's Anatomy. There was McDreamy and McSteamy.
Oh.
Yeah, and...
Okay.
Yeah, that's...
And this whole time I thought it was a clever name my stepmom came up with, and then you said it, and I was like, oh, everybody knows this.
That's hilarious. Oh, goodness. The sad thing is that there are children involved. They have a 12-year-old daughter and 7-year-old twins, and she filed wanting full custody. So that's quite the bummer. But they don't have a prenup, which is drama.
Yeah, that's hard.
And he's supposedly worth about $40 million. So we'll see how that goes. I bet it'll be quite the fight.
Yeah, that's hard.
It is. I feel bad for the
15 years.
kids.
Yeah.
So, I've started a new thing since you were here last. Question and answer fun. Because I just want to throw questions out there to get to know my co-host a little bit better.
Yeah.
So, what's your favorite family vacation?
Okay, so is it family with, like, as in my husband and me, my small family? Or
Let's do two
like
separate.
Okay, because I have two separate
That's
answers.
awesome.
Yeah.
Yay.
So, for my husband and I would be Catalina Island. If you've never been, it's
I've not.
California, and you take a ferry over to Catalina Island, and it is just, a magical, beautiful place that's just still in the United States, but you feel like you're, in a...
Different country.
Exactly, just a beachy island. It's
How long were
beautiful.
you there?
1 day, just my birthday. He
Oh.
took me for my birthday 3 years ago.
Oh, so sweet.
So it was a 1 day trip. We stayed in San Diego for a week, but it was just 1 day to Catalina, and it was just wonderful. And we always talk about going back. We have been out of the country, and we're still dying to go back to Catalina Island.
Oh,
so
that's sweet.
And maybe camp or something up there because it's a cool place.
That's awesome. You camp.
I'm a camp. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Without a
Outdoorsy.
trailer.
Yes.
With
Oh,
like a
yes.
tent.
I've never camped with a trailer, actually.
Crazy. Okay.
Usually just with the tent, yeah.
You go, girl.
Yeah. I like the outdoors, definitely.
And then your favorite family vacation with your family.
Yeah, so I've taken one, and that was just this last year. We did a cruise.
Oh.
We went with my husband's entire mom's side of the family, and so fun.
Where did you go?
We went to a lot of places. We went out of Miami, and then we went to St. Thomas. I can't even remember all the stops. Lots of different stops.
I understand. 'Cause
Yes, it was just
when
like
Steve was
every
working
day
the cruise ships,
different.
I got lost. I was like, oh, he's in the Caribbean this time.
Yeah,
Or
so it was just
he's
the different
Rome,
loops around Caribbean.
or the Mediterranean
Yes.
cruise. So I
It was
understand.
beautiful, and it was fun, and there was a ton to do, and it was good for the family because it kind of pleased everybody of all ages. So.
Yes. And did you have time to do everything you wanted to do, though? Because I've heard about cruise ships, like, you only have, 8 hours at this one stop.
Yeah, the stops
and
are
you have
hard.
to be back.
Yeah. So in the cruise itself, we did, because there was a ton of shows and fun stuff. But yeah, outside of the cruise, it was like, go. Ready, set, go.
Don't be late.
Yeah.
Don't get stuck.
Yeah, that would not be fun.
Okay.
So what about you?
My favorite vacation has got to be Hawaii with Steve.
Okay.
We did that 2 years ago. And my parents, they don't travel much. They've been to Colorado once, and that was a big deal. So, Steve and I went to Hawaii, and I would love to go back every year if we could afford to, and if I had the vacation time for it.
Yes.
That's just amazing. Have you been to Hawaii?
No, I haven't. So that's
You
probably
need
why
to.
it's not on the list. Yeah.
Waikiki, it is the best of both worlds. Like, you have the Hawaiian experience, but it has all of the amenities of real life here.
Wow.
So it might not be the island for you. You might
Yeah.
want something that's a little bit more rural, but I don't know what that is.
Yeah.
But there was a Forever 21. I got
Oh,
cold.
wow.
I got a sweater.
Yeah, I don't know. I might have to go check out a different island.
But then we went to the North Shore that was very
Okay.
Hawaii.
I would like to, just get a tent or, a little teepee and place.
You're crazy. I had to have a kitchenette in my hotel room so I could make food because everything is so
Yeah,
expensive.
that does make sense, though.
So expensive over there. So we went to the grocery store and spent so much money just for food for those few days we were there. We were there for a week.
Yeah.
And we got Spam and eggs and the Hawaiian experience.
Yes.
But it was expensive.
Lattes and pineapples with your Spam.
Right.
Yes.
They serve pineapple with everything.
Yeah.
Hot dog
I'd
with
imagine.
pineapple on the side. Now, you are a hard worker, and I, just envy you. I don't know that I could do it without the big man behind me going, you have to do this.
Yeah.
What motivates you to work so hard?
There's a lot of things. It's a hard question. I think that up until I was 20, I guess I did work hard, but I didn't have a purpose for working hard. It was just kind of, you worked to pay your bills, but there was no other, and that wasn't good enough for me. I felt empty almost. There wasn't, I needed more, and I needed to feel not money for my accomplishments, but I needed to feel, I don't know, I needed to feel gratitude to myself that I could do this and that I'm pushing myself and that.
Wow.
So I think that my hard work just comes from just not being able to sit still and just like wanting to show that I can do this and to create something. I love creating something new. So,
and everyone that does the podcast with me, they're like, wow, that Tara, the lovely vintage, she is just inspiring.
Oh, that's very sweet. That's all I could ever want to be. So
you are definitely like those of us that go to the work every day that we have to. When we stop and think about you don't have to do what you do, but you do it out of passion.
It's fun.
You find something that you have passion for and you make money doing it. You are like the prime example of the American dream.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. You're so sweet.
And what is your most favorite thing about your current career?
I love everything about my career.
The freedom,
the flexibility, being able to create. I love being able to create something new every time. Just getting new products and just displaying it in a whole new way and taking products from trash and grunge and dirt and just cleaning them and restoring them and then putting them in a different spotlight and just, I don't know, it's amazing. It's fun. I like creating. I like the hard work. I don't know. I like everything about it.
That's awesome. And you recently posted that you were working on a project to create something beautiful out of something that was, I forget, but I saw it and I was like, that's so cool.
Was it the houseplant? Or no, was it? No?
It was like a piece of clothing. No.
Okay.
No.
Oh, maybe, I don't know.
So you turn a lot of pieces of things that maybe people would view as trash.
I feel like a lot of the times when we find the antiques and the vintage stuff, it's in a bad condition or a grungy area or it has 10, 20 years of dust caked on top and somebody looks at it and they're like, gross. And we're like, oh, I gotta clean that dirt off and that thing is gonna shine. So we kind of, and we see clothing and sometimes it's ripped up and the armpits are holed and I'll fix a zipper and fix the armpits and clean it up, dry clean it, and it's good as new.
Wow.
So
What's your most prized possession that you found in the last month?
The last month? Let's see.
I did not prepare you for that question. I'm so sorry.
Month. Oh, I don't know. I found, for December, let's go to December,
okay.
I found my mom the coolest Christmas gift.
What did you get her?
She collects these liquor, alcohol containers, antique ones, and she has just the coolest collection of different kind of bottles that are actually hold liquor and whiskey in it. So I found her these two guns. They look like guns, like from the 30s. These just really cool rifle-looking guns, and they were like whiskey holders. And there was two of them. And she was just like, loved them.
That's amazing. You should look at our mantle because Steve is a bottle collector from like antique bottles.
Yes.
And he and his brother would die for something like that.
Yeah, she has quite a collection of just amazing. So it's good to be able to add to that collection.
That is awesome. Yeah. That is awesome. All right. Well, I found a couple stories online that I wanted to share, and I don't know if you can relate. Were you able to look at these to see if you were?
Yes.
Okay. So I work in an office environment. I have conference calls, and many times I'll try and take notes with my laptop just to pretend I'm involved in this conference call. But I found this article that says to really boost your memory, you really need to write things down.
Yeah.
Now, in your world,
I completely agree with that. But I'm a pen and person kind of. I'm a pen and person or pen and paper kind of person.
No, I got
it's hard to get out. I'm a pen and paper kind of person, so I have a notepad with me in my purse all the time.
Really,
I really just enjoy writing things down. I don't know what it is about it.
How good is your memory?
I write things down, so it's better.
Right.
So it's,
So you have noticed that it's better when you write it down?
Yeah, if I don't write things down, it's terrible. And it'll take me a good 2 or 3 days to be like, oh, I forgot that. It'll come back to me. So, I pen and paper.
Do you have a paper calendar still?
Yeah.
See, my best friend is like that. And I kind of went away from that. And even for 2 girls and a bottle of wine, I put people in, and then I totally forget. I have to write it on my work calendar. It's not really a paper calendar. It's kind of I jot it down.
Yeah.
And if I didn't, I wouldn't know who was here.
Yeah.
And I would double book, and it would be quite the mess.
I have just the paper still day planner that I carry around with me.
Very cool.
Because I don't know. I would break my phone. It wouldn't be updated, and I wouldn't know what was going on.